Alright. Before I read, I'm going to peddle my wares. I have these pamphlets. I'm giving these away, so if you want one, grab one. There's about a dozen there. There's 3 different kinds. And then these are chapbooks I have for $5 of my words. So if you like my words, buy them. If you don't like my words, you can buy them anyway. Alright. So I'm going to read 3 poems. These are all fairly recent. The first one I wrote on March 1st. So I was sitting in Cafe 90, right across the street over there. I sit there every Sunday and I work on my poetry. And a woman was in there and she started talking to me. She started talking to herself. I wrote a poem about that, and part of the poem, it's in 3 parts. The first part is my words. The second part is a transcription of her words, which she was saying to herself. And the last part is what I wrote the next day about this. So it's called Eyes of March. And it's from March 1st. It's not from the 15th. I do know what that means. But Eyes of March. So part 1. A faint powder coating turns wet on all surfaces exposed. Surfaces in and of themselves, laying on the ground, cold and wet. When your reality is based in the existence of surreal, when you lose touch, when you never were in touch, when you watch the touch slowly fade into obscurity, layers of the surface exposed into itself as into another. Any other will do. A faint touch of reality, a faint touch of time, we balance ourselves out with each other as we can. We balance. She does not. She cannot. We hold on as long as we can. I do at least. Still clinging, still gripping that I can. Reality is still a game we play. The snow continues to fall until she walks out the door. The sky, too, is afraid to add water, fuel to the fire of her eyes. On her exit, she turns, locked eyes with me for the first time. I just saw the whites of your eyes. She was gone. She was in the snow. Evaporation of reality. All right. So that was the first part. Part 2 is her words. So part 2. Oh my gosh. Who I am, if I could represent who I am, I have a husband and I've been thinking about that. All I would have to do is pay so little in cash and just bring out that to Snow Paradise. And that would be all we ever need to decorate an apartment at the value of so easy. But I don't have any dwelling now to put it where it'd be safe and be shown, because I have to leave California to put anything of value in Connecticut from here that you people painted. Because what my mother did is take sacred things, figure out how to attach to what my cousin Shelley had painted from the house. Oh, and cash in various ways. For her own fat family in Connecticut, she took the artwork of history and put it as his company and wouldn't let me live where what I don't know. I won't even know if my cousin's in town. That transcends time. So it's classic 60s music into a movie I saw a long time ago. And then the movie I saw lately is the same movie. With Shirley MacLaine, Deborah Winger again, Bill Pullman, whatever. I mean some movie. Teams of, terms of endearment. So have a great day. I just saw the whites of your eyes. No color, right? Sorry. I didn't know Iranian people can actually have blue eyes. Then part 3. This is what I wrote the next day about this. It was only yesterday. The half-life of snow, dissolving, melting, seeping, returning to whence it comes. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. It was only yesterday, but it seemed like a constant, moving with me simultaneously through space, through time. We crossed each other, strictly in unison. I went to work this morning, as she rode her bicycle west. 11 degrees, bearable, barely. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets an hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. Somehow, our contact, even if inconsequential, seeped into me, straight through me. We are not one. But what if in that moment, signifying nothing, through my eyes, it was more than it was? Thank you.
Yeah.
but not for something completely different. I write all sorts of poetry. These are also from last month. I don't know if I said this here before, but I write at least one poem every day. I've done that since August 3rd of 2020. So,
wow.
All right. This one's called Spring Hum. So I wrote this last month. This is about the thoughts in my own head. So, Spring Hum. There are little moments in time, trapped in the memories of our mind. We call on them to remind us, to make us soft when times are rough. In time, perhaps, memories fade, barely visible, but they're there. The heard hum of a hug held tight, the sound not echoed, heard direct. Our honesty expressed in hugs. All five senses work together. The smell of you, fabric and skin, taste of your hair kissed on my lips, soft grip of your arms around me, pulling me closer each moment. In your eyes, I see forever. My ears find the rhythm of you. Spring Hum. Thanks.
Wow.
The next one's about memories. This one I also wrote in March. This one's called Mosaic. And it's about making your own mosaic, building a mosaic. So, mosaic. This mosaic I build with tiles I've collected. Tiles who've collected me. We grow every day. Not in the size of 2 dimensions, but in depth, growing deeper, layers added over the past. More recent layers wrap the top, not merely covering layers below, adding additional dimensions, adding additional images, adding additional colors in the darkness of myself. These tiles are in motion, constantly vibrating, pulsing with enthusiasm, endurance, not trying to escape, just sliding beside one another. Constant motion. The changes are gradual, adding up to who I am in any chapter, at any moment. Time moves on. So do we, unless stagnant. Mosaic. Thanks, guys.
Wow.
That's my set.